See everybody. Thank you for waiting 2 minutes just then. I hope you're okay. I hope you're happy and interested in being here to see what on earth we're gonna do today. We're going to create a picture of Miffy. We're not going to create this picture of Miffy, but I thought you might like to see one that I've made before. This is Miffy and this is Miffy's papa. But basically I'm creating a piece just for a friend, for a thank you. And I thought you might like to see that get made. Hello. Yeah, sorry. It's my early morning for me. It's only 9:30, but I went to sleep at 2, so you know, that's when I get my sleep. That's when I wake up, and I got allergies, so my nose is all stuffed up. Yeah. Anyway, I've got this giant piece of paper in the background. I'm erasing some little parts of the paper because it's actually a piece of paper that has a drawing on it that I started a long time ago. I started like 2 or 3 years ago and I never actually continued. I think it was going to be a map of where I live here in Japan. But I'm just going to erase it because nothing's coming of it, but the paper's still good. A little bubbly, but the paper's still good. So let's get rid of that. Of course, in the UK we say gonna rub it out with the rubber, but apparently I'm not allowed to say that anymore because that's not what it all is in American English. Anyway, I've got a nice big board behind it. It's taped down at the sides, as you can see just here. You shouldn't really put your hands all over it. I've washed my hands though. But I'm going to be using a really vivid paint, so it doesn't actually matter if there's a couple of little pencil marks down ahead of time. That's actually totally fine. Let's have a look. I've got a version of a palette here. I think I'm going to use these acrylic gouache. I'm not actually a gouache painter or an acrylic painter, but I'm gonna do my best. We'll see what happens. I've got my tablet here. Basically, if you guys have got pen and paper, pencil and paper or something, you're more than welcome to join me. But I'm creating this piece for this little boy that really loves Miffy. Actually, it's a piece for a kind of Kenda Packer member who was one of my first on Hago when I was on Hago. So this little boy loves the farmland scene of Miffy. So I'm going to do that kind of background. And then he really loves the chicks. So I'm going to put some chicks in there. But he watches the TV show, which is a 3D animation. I'm going to do it in this classic style. And I should say that all of these images are copyright. You're not meant to make and sell Miffys. This is a present, so I'm not making and selling Miffy. This present is just going towards someone. The little boy loves the chickies, and I love things that are yellow, and apparently he loves the sunflower. Now it looks like in the book the sunflower looks like this, but the sunflower looks like this in the TV show. So basically I'm going to make a combination piece. Hi Carol. Hi Charity. And here's a little look at Miffy cleaning, looking so cute. It looks like it's a stop frame animation, but I expect it's probably what do I say? Computer animated. So I'm going to start by getting the farm in the background. So I've got a ruler to draw a line throughout the middle of the page. So if you would like to, I don't know, let me know if you are also drawing a Miffy picture. If you would like to, if that's what you're doing too, get a pencil, okay, and you can copy the same as me or create your own at the same time, but note like how I put things together, what my composition is, and we'll see what you guys come up with. So I'm going to start with the farm in the background. I've got a big ruler here. I'm going to use it to make a straight line, which is going to be the base middle of where all my Miffy things go. And I might not use this whole page. Sorry, I know I sound really croaky. That's for the first 2 or 3 hours of my morning, I usually sound pretty croaky. Because I've got allergies that are just really bad. Let's think. Where do I want it? Let's go into the middle because I don't have to use... no, I'm going to go down a little bit. So, go down here. Then we want mountains, little Miffy mountains. I'm pretty relaxed about how I create things, so I even don't usually use pencil unless it's something I want to turn out really nice. So, there we go, that's a Miffy mountain in the background. Too high up? Maybe. Yeah, you know what, I'll lower the mountain. Lower the mountain, let's go a little bit lower. Okay, mountain. Isn't it nice when things can be so simple as that? I'm afraid my canvas is very large right now, so I hope I can fit most of it on the screen. There's most of it happening. Let me go up a little bit. There you go, you can see the mountain. There we go. Gregory has noticed. I'm using a ruler. I hate using rulers. I hate using pencils. I hate using rulers. So Gregory just said, this is already getting to be a very serious piece of work. And Gregory is right. Not even that, but I'm going to use the angle measures that are happening just here. And what I'm going to do is create this this fence in the background. So my piece of paper is pretty big. My fence might look a little bit different. I'm going to measure out using the 1 centimeter guide that I've got here. Is anyone else making as well, or are you just watching? Let me know. Okay. I'm going to go for 1.5 centimeter topper there. Leave a 1 centimeter gap. And have another 1.5 at the top. It's a very technical ruler, isn't it? Okay, there we go. Right, we've got 2 parts of a fence just here, and I have to choose where I want my, what's that called? Posts to be. Just watching, I know my limits. I will move mountains to produce what I want. That is true, Gregory. That is true. I'm a mountain mover. Okay, like this ruler is really great because it's got guidelines on it that are allowing me to make square-like shapes. So down to the ground. Oh, turn it over. I'm going to measure it so that the post is also... No, I'm going to go for the post being 2 centimeters wide. It's chucking it down with rain outside here in Japan, in Shiga. And it is so grey. It almost looks like it's not a day. It's just so grey. Post 1.5? Yeah. These are going to be white after. I'm going to get another one in there. It doesn't really matter how far apart it goes. Oh, there's 1.5. Okay, gonna move it over. I wanted it to be 2 centimeters. Okay. I feel like an architect again. I studied interior design and architecture at university. Only watching in between shutting my eyes. Yes, Gregory, it is very early in the morning for you, isn't it? Well, late at night, I should say. Thank you for being here. And let's make the top part of it. 2 centimeters. 1, 2. Okay, here we are. We've got our little posts. Nice. And then right down the middle of the fences is where I'm going to put the little rivets. No one has said they're doing it with me, but I'll still explain what I'm doing. But thank you all for coming. It's chucking it down with rain today, but tomorrow it's actually going to be really lovely, allegedly. So we're all good for the 2 experiences I want to take you on, lives I want to take you on tomorrow. Got an eraser here. Not essential because the everything's going to get covered over in a really bold colour actually. This one. So I've got to get essential little thingies in, such as the sunflower, little chickies, a Miffy, of course. Here we go. This is the fence posts. Okay. And erase a little over here. Okay, there we go. Now I get to choose where I put my Miffy. Let's have a look. And I've got to choose what type. Oh, thank you, Charity. Thank you. That's so kind of you. You're one of my coffee purchasers. Charity just said, I just bought you a coffee. Thank you. So you can go on buymeacoffee.com/MissKendalJames. I appreciate that very, very, very much. I really want this little chicken house on it, I think, because the chicken house looks so cute, doesn't it? But it might be a bit too much, it might be a bit unnecessary. But that's Papa Miffy looking down at the little chickies. It's raining. It's raining for me here. We should get a little worm in there as well. I don't know, maybe we can have a chicken house. Let me have a think. And a sunflower. What do you think? Chicken house or no chicken house? Chicken house. Chickeny house here. You guys get to create it with me. Mine was in an airplane. I made this in 2017, not long after rediscovering my dad after 16 to 20 years. So that's why I created this lovely little Miffy. Something super nostalgic about lovely Miffies. Chick's house. Okay, this is a create your own piece, and Charity has opted for a chick house. Chick house, chick house. Let's get a chick house in. It's going to be so cute. I'm going to put just off center. We got Miffy over here. Sunflower. Sunflower off center is going to be best too. Let me think where my sunflower is going to go. Maybe it can go. They can all go a little bit over the fence. Here. Sunflower. And Miffy here. Yeah, maybe that works nicely. It's going to go a little bit over that lovely fence I've just created. Okay, and it looks like I can just have the chick house come down a little bit from the location of my ground. The ground level is just here. This is ground level. So, okay, let's erase part of my lovely fence, but that's fine. You can't have everything, as I say, you know. We don't all need to have everything all the time, because we don't need our beautiful fence and little chickie house. Chickie house. Does anyone remember the moment that I sat inside the chick house in Rosa and Berry Garden and posed like I was a little hen? Ooh, what's this? 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, everything's going to be shockingly symmetrical. Oh, no, it's not. What's that? 1, 2. One, two. There we go. I've got a little panda ruler too. Little panda ruler. Actually, this piece is for one of the designers of Hago, for a little bit of nostalgia for some of you. He's got himself a new job now. Had a lot of interviews. But I don't know what the new job is, so don't ask. This is for his family, him and his family. Just had a new baby. 1, 2.7. There we go. Well, the hydrangeas are going to love the rain outside, so I'm glad there's lots of rain. Also, it's my first day off, basically, this entire month. Of course, I'm using it to do various artwork-related things that I need to do. But, woo! Day off. A rare and lucky chance. Okay, gonna round that off. If I had a little coin, that would be good. I don't think I do have a little coin. What do I do? What do I do? What do I have? This little, what looks like a receipt roll. There you go. I recommend you use a coin or something to get you around this. Mine's a little strange, but I can just curve it down there a little bit more. There we go. And pop a little chickie in there after. Now I need something. A protractor would be good. Wait, a protractor would be good, but I don't think I know where my one of that is. I need a rooftop shape. What can I use? An old Miffy? No, it needs to be a different angle. Okay. I think I can work out a way to do it. So, if I make some little lines there and some centimeters upwards, you can see how long it takes to make a piece of art now. I've set this at 1 or 2, I've set this at 2 hours, but I'm hoping it takes closer to 1, but we'll see. I'm going to go for 5 centimeters up. And what I want to do is find an angle to create the top of the roof. It's actually a totally made up angle there. Looking at 45 degrees, but I don't know. Okay. Anyway, if I can find the middle of this, I can do the rest. So let's see what we've got. 30 to 30. Ooh. 36.5. That's not good. 1, 2, 3.25. This is the middle. 3.25. 1, 2, 3.25. Okay, there's another middle. Right. Is this going to work? I don't know. It doesn't look like it's balanced out at all. Look at that. Totally well off. Oh my goodness. Again. I don't know why I even did that. 1 second. 3.5. Okay, here. This is my middle. What I'm going to do is join them up to the middle that I've made. Our middle, I should say. And hope for the best. I don't know if you can hear the rain outside. It's very nice. Very heavy. It's full-blown rainy season here in Japan. So it's like what everybody thinks England is, and I get really defensive about it. If something is meant to have geometric shapes and things, then you should make it as beautiful as you can with its straight lines, I think. So that's what's going on here. Okay, there we go. We've got a nice roof. Nice and straight. Who knows what size angle that is at? I've got absolutely no idea. But we can easily get little chickies in. Right, everything from here on out isn't angled, isn't structured. So that's great. We've got a stem of a sunflower to do. But that means we can relax a bit with the rest of it. The foundations have been laid. Have been lain? Lain? I don't know. The foundations are here. So let's get some sunflower inspiration. And then we'll put some little chicks in everywhere. Hello, everybody. Artists use whatever they want, Lethargy. Sorry, Claire. Artists use whatever they like. Use anything. I saw an artist using the feet of random toys and things. If I wanted something round, like I've got this lavender spray here, I could just paint here and start. I draw around anything. Artists can use whatever they like. No limits, no limits. A chicken house and a sunflower would be nice. Proof that pandas do indeed rule. Exactly, Gregory. I like knowing that you're still witty, even at 2 a.m. I'm trying to avoid engaging in a protracted search. True, true, true. We'll be able to work from these precisely measured plans to build our own chicken house. To build ourselves a chicken house all of our own. Exactly. That's how the best plans are hatched. Hee 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 hee. Okay, chicken house. Is it going to be a bit weird if the sunflower is directly in the middle? I'm thinking yes. What would the middle be? This would be the middle. Miffy's going to be around here. I think Miffy should have a watering can as well. I think this is going to be the cutest thing that ever existed in my life. I don't want the sunflower to be directly in the middle, so I'm going to go here. And also, I've got a feeling, although I haven't seen the program, I've got a feeling that the sunflower gets pretty big. So I'm thinking the sunflower should look a bit like the sun, if you ask me. Okay, do some little drop-like shapes for the sunflower wings. It's going to be flying from here on out. Obviously, these are not sunflower wings. Please do not quote me on that. These are sunflower leaves. but I like to play with language, just like that Gregory does. So you got wings. These, yeah, you don't hold my angles to any accuracy. That part of the sunflower looks a bit big. You know what? I think because the sunflower is so big, it's going to have even more little leaves on it. So I restore some balance with that. Right, we need something round. Let's get that random thing I had earlier. I could just get some money out, couldn't I? Let's see. This little receipt. It's from my tiny thermal printer, a present I was given some times back. Here we go. That's an outie. We need an innie. Not putting belly buttons on it, don't worry. Okay, there's an innie. A bit off the mark. But here we go. We can put petals in however we like. It's our work, so do whatever we like. And it looks like they're not so perfectly laid. I maybe could have started with one in each corner, or one on each side, you know? I think the sunflower in the classically made version gets a face, so maybe we'll give it a face. 6 foot tall, exactly. Special one. This little leaf down here is making me feel a bit uncomfortable, so I might move it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's too close to the pot. These both are going to get moved up. It's going to come together fastly. Fastly? Oh my gosh, what kind of English is that? It's going to come together quickly when I start painting it, I think. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to Miffy and Tickies. Miffy, Tickies. This is a great pose for Miffy to be in. Now, how tall's Miffy? Miffy is... one second. Papa here. That's not Papa. I don't think so. I don't know. Miffy maybe needs a farming outfit. Oh my gosh, and a chick on her hand. Oh my gosh, this is too cute. Okay, I'm gonna do Miffy in this same pose, but I'll paint the little Mifflet white. I don't know what this chocolate Miffy is, but I want to eat it. I guess I need to educate myself and watch these shows. I'm going to make Miffy a little bit smaller. Yeah, Miffy would be as tall as a chicken house, I think, actually. So I can be more rough with this. Oh, and I've got to remember I'm painting in 2D, even though I'm looking at 3D. Can we have a cow as well? I think it's going to be too much on this page. I always draw big, so I just think it'll look crowded and a little bit strange, a little bit unprofessional, dare I say. So I think I'm not squeezing a cow in. The cow is very cute, though. I'll look at some of my other pictures and see what I think I can do. But I'll just have to see a minute. First of all, Mifflet. That's what I'm going to call Miffy. This Miffy needs a tiny watering can though. And our first little chickie on a Miffy hand coming in. Miffy's hands are just little round chocolate drops. Here we go. Look at her. What a cutie. Oh my goodness, Miffy. You're going to stress me out. I'm like the enemies, the evil villains in the in cartoons that would explode when they'd see how cute things were. This is stressing me out. Look how cute. Look how cute. Oh my goodness. I can't handle this. Don't worry, I'm not erasing her because I can't handle it. Just going to change the little hat. Let's see. Cute, huh? Look at this little sweetheart. So cute. So cute. My Miffy's going to be white. But I'm very interested in this chocolate Miffy now. What about the fence? What would a watering can look like if Miffy had a watering can? Let's see if I can get a cow in there. Cow on the side. Cow down here, this type of cow. Look at the lamb. Oh, it's not focusing suddenly. Why not? 1 second. Okay, I think it's just being annoying. What about a lamb? I think a lamb is a cute idea. Not too big. Lammy? Yeah, Lammy. Lammy is going to go over here. Okay. Lamb. Here. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that doesn't destroy the harmony of the piece so far. And would look so cute. Makes me want to have a baby and fill its room with lots of cute Miffy thingies. How cute's that? Okay, lamb is in. I think we should have box of eggs. Basket of eggs. Basket of eggs, so then I've got to put lots of chickens in it. We do need some chickens. Basket of eggs. I like the idea of this little boy and his, I think his new little sister, learning when they look at this. So like, how many eggs are there? Okay, there's 5 eggs, of course. I think I don't need to colour that one in. And then more chickies. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. This is not how I would make a happy face, but it is how the style of Miffy would do it. I would do a cute Japanese style one. Okay, get some chiclets. Watering can, won't go up high enough if I need it. I need to change Miffy's hands if I'm going to do that. Maybe I'm not going to do that, but we can put some more chickens in. Oh, there's a rooster. I'm going to go with this rooster boy. There we go. The feet, I guess I put in after. Okay, we've got chicken, cockerel, little girl type chicken, hen be happening behind. Just got little tuftlets on the head. And many chick babies. What would a Miffy chick look like forward? I think it would look like this. There we go, Miffy chick in. I guess I could just do dots and put chicks everywhere after if I want to. Excuse me, gonna have a little cough. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. Another chick. Maybe a little chick just looking up at the little lamb. Yeah. Squeeze that in. Okay, are you ready for painting? Let's do it. Let's do it. So we need a bright blue sky, kind of bright blue. Let's see how we can do this. Got to make sure it goes the distance. So again, got my acrylic gouache. I'm going to see if I can use that. There's a lot of things going to get used up today. Here we go. And I'm going to mix up a dark blue, light blue kind of colour. Go in with that fence. Royal blue could easily be way too dark. Light blue, easily way too light. White might make it too something, but I'll put white here. And I can use it if I choose it. That's it. That's this white getting used up. Okay, I've got water to my side. I got kitchen paper ready. Can pin my kitchen paper to the top. Yeah. Push it back so it fits in the screen. Nope, I don't know. Right. Is it going to be too dark? No, it's going to be just right, I think. I'm going to add lots more water. Because I don't have so much paint, to be honest, and I want it to last. I just need it to be the entire sky, but I still need it to be the entire sky. Now, I think I have to work fairly quickly with this because I want it to dry evenly. Okay. Generally trying to keep the brush strokes in the same order. It's drying almost as soon as it's hitting the page because it's really humid in Japan with all the heavy summer, spring and summer rain. Now there's going to be a black outline on everything, but I still need to go right up to edges. That's the mountain edge here. House edge. Does anybody have kids? Do you still watch children's programs ever? My friends showed me Bluey, an Australian thing that's you can catch it on Netflix, I think. And it was pretty good, to be fair. I hear it's for grown-ups as well. Or at least grown-ups can be entertained by it. Grown-ups need entertaining too, don't they? Let's get in the sunflower gaps. So I'm using a thinner, rounder brush here. It's going to be a good thick block colour for this actually. Looks like it's coming out well already. Get in those gaps. I'm going to find gaps everywhere because I've got to do all of the bits between the fence, right? Let's see. You might think it looks pretty rough in places, but it really doesn't matter because Miffy gets such a thick black line on all of the classic versions of it, the original 2D versions. So I've got quite a lot of leeway for the beautification happening at the end rather than right away. which is pretty fun. It means I don't have to go too carefully, I think. You know I don't like to be careful with making and doing things. I like to just pop them on the page as fast as I can. So I've been very patient to use a ruler like I have. You have 4 kids and your youngest likes Bluey. Add me to that collection, Charity. I like Bluey too. I also like it being in Australian English. So I'm adding quite a bit of water to this. Not so much that it runs entirely down the page. I'll try and get a little bit careful with that. My paper is already warped so much because I left it for so long, but I'm hoping it comes together nicely enough by the end. I don't think it will always be a warped page. I might be wrong though. I think I know how to unwarp it though. Just get it wet and put something flat on it again. I get it wet on the back. There we go. It looks a little dark maybe. I think it's going to dry a bit lighter. But also it is pretty dark in a lot of the... It's a heavy blue in the original Miffys. There we go. And then in between the fence. Oh, it's green. In between the fence is green. Of course. What's wrong with me? Well, looks like I don't need to do anything in between the fence then. It's green. Silly me. Let's see. Okay, gonna squeeze. I don't know if you can see just over here. Squeeze a little bit of paint off. Oh, I don't know. Should I make it? 1 second. I might make it a little bit stronger. Whoop. Swing you around. I might make the blue a little stronger if I've got all this excess blue, or else it's just going to be wasted. Wait, Miffy's hat is blue. Okay, Miffy's hat and Miffy's overalls are blue. Slightly different shade of blue. Yeah, maybe I'll adding some white to it. Maybe just to make it slightly different. Okay, totally different. Cute, cute, cute. So I'd love to conduct a little survey if you guys all are alert in some ways. So if you are away from your computer listening and checking out Miffy progress bit by bit, come back, come back. I want to ask you guys, how do you find out about my live streams? Do you find out from YouTube? Do you find out from my Buy Me a Coffee email and post combinations? Or do you find out from Facebook? Or do you find out from the guide calendar? If you let me know, that would be great. I'm going to cough out this allerginess here. 1 second. Excellent, thank you, Charity. Charity says buy me a coffee for herself. I think I'm going to cover over the yellow bits here because it's just a bit too much work. And then I'll add them in after. Might need a smaller brush. YouTube and email. YouTube and email. Oh, thank you. Nice to see you guys. That's great. I'm trying to gauge how many people are using the guide calendar. I don't think many are using it, but it takes me so long to add the things, and I can't add them in a timely manner. It's just too annoying. So, guys, if I forget, I need a pocket in here after, okay? Pocket and little... Pocket and little buttons. There we go. Wonder if I should raise it up. See if I can get more Miffy on your screen. I think that's a little more Miffy for your money. Hello, welcome if you've just come in. It says there's 13 of you watching, which is great. I guess if you don't want to interact, that's no problem. It doesn't have to be your style to talk to everybody about everything. Let's have a look. I think I need a little something for the sunflower. Is going to be green. So I need a green for the background and a green for the sunflower. I think I'll go pretty bright green and then a slightly darker one for the sunflower. So let's get some green in here. I'll put it in this corner. I'm going to mix green and a bit of lime. Oh, I should start washing my brushes because this gouache is very, it dries very quickly. So I'm going to wash the brushes. When I was doing the oil painting, which you guys might have seen happening live or caught up with, I didn't have to wash the brushes because the oil stays on the brush for a long time, so I could just come back to it throughout the day as I liked. Hi, Marianne. Thank you. Hey, Lauren, nice to see you. Claire says the guide calendar was useful when Hago first closed, but I might use it just once a week now. Yeah, I think people just go to their favourite guides quite instinctively now, right? Let's mix this together, see what kind of green I get. Ooh, nice one. I think that's a nice green. Mix, mix, mix. I feel like a kid using this kind of paint, to be honest. Right, I have to be mindful of where my fence is and where the mountain is. Fence and mountain. If you guys have any questions and things, you're welcome to chat as normal and ask me things. Absolutely welcome. Always, always, always. Now, you might marvel at how unstraight so much of this will be, but it's honestly fine because a nice thick line is going to appear afterwards. So you don't have to be too precious about your Miffy painting if you're working on one too. Or maybe I'll inspire you to make a Miffy painting another time. But it's a lovely old thing. I think kind of, obviously I'm doing quite a complicated one, but good for kids to make their own too. And this is where the fence line is. I have to draw a new line in, I think, for that. How many hours a day do you do on your art? Well, I don't. In every day of my every life is not subscribed to a schedule. I don't really do that. So there could be days I do 0, days I do 1 or 2 hours, and days I do 5 or 10 hours. Yesterday was a 2 hours day. Today will be a few hours day. The next day will probably be a 0 day. I don't know. I've got some commissions I need to do. So, Lauren, I'll get back to you about your Kendapaka membership commission after I've done the ones that are for customers. This one is a present I've promised for about 5 months, so this one's coming in. But every day I study 15 minutes to half an hour is my smallest amount, and an hour to 4 or 5 hours on a lesson day, for example, is my studying Japanese amount. But generally, on average, about an hour a day. Still not enough, really, at all. I should have put tape around the outside so that it looks really satisfying when I remove it. But it's done now. Oh, it's very close and detailed around here. I have to change my paintbrush, change my method. Let's see what I've got. There's a little one. Carol just said, bah! I guess that's for the little lammy. I can't wait to maybe hear some lambs, actually. When I go back to the UK, I'll hear some lambs. Don't hear them out here. In Hokkaido, they have lambs. They like to eat lamb meat as well. Got a cover over your leggies. Sorry, Chicklet. Do I have enough green here to do the whole mountain? I wonder. So I have to remember to add their legs in afterwards. Doesn't make sense to have their legs in there now. Let's go up and do the little details in around here. So I recommend using some different thicknesses of paintbrushes to help you do the little details. Otherwise you might just make big messes that makes you unhappy with your artwork. You only have to do it for the really tiny details in the gaps, and then you can switch back to the big one after. Here. Two of my clients used my gouache paints today. It really helps lower the defences and they're more comfortable talking. Oh, that's lovely. Are you an art therapist, Carol? Or just not just a, but or are you a therapist and you happen to have art in your room because you know the value of it? Let me know. Right, trying to remember where the fence is, right? As I get in these gaps. The sunflower is going to be a slightly different shade of green just to make it stand out. With how gloomy it is outside today, it's hard to imagine that it's going to be beautiful tomorrow. I think it's going to be sun cream weather tomorrow as I take you to see all the lovely flowers. It's actually the same. My friends live in the south of the UK generally. It's actually the same temperature there as it is here in Japan. I hear my friends are around 27 degrees. I'm afraid I don't know that in Fahrenheit, just Celsius. So they're all saying they're super hot. Ooh, got so many tiny details. This is going to look, you're going to think, oh, it looks kind of rubbishy. But I promise the whole thing really comes together at the end. There's a bit of a wow moment at the end, I think. We're only an hour in, so I said it would be 2 hours. I think it might be an hour and 45 or less, actually. We'll see. I might be lying there. So if you need a snack, now's your chance to go get a little snacky snack. Still getting in the gaps. There should be a black line to mark where the underneath of the fence, but I think it's going to look nice without one, actually. So I might go with that one. Maybe from this painting, Florian's children might learn how to paint. Because you know, as in like how to draw or how to paint. Because you know, children always do that really cute thing where they draw the sky and then the grass, and there's a big old space of white in between. So I wonder if they'll learn that the sky and the grass touch from my painting. Bit wobbly in the middle there, but that's fine. Swap the brush to make it a bit more even. Let's go to a slightly bigger brush. Get little Miffy's legs in. I might need to make up more green, actually. Don't want it to be too blotchy. Blotchy where I've like used a lot of water in some places and not in others. It's annoying. I kind of want to use a much bigger brush, but I also don't want to go over these little details too much. Right, I need to put together some more green. I'm just about run out of green just here. Hi everybody, nice to see you. You watch a lot of kids TV. Your grandkids are 7 and 3. Nice. I haven't really painted before, but I love watching it because one of these times I want to try it. You should do it. Hi Laurie, nice to see you. Right, just gonna make up green. I used half permanent green and half of this kind of fluorescent lime green. Light green, it says. Give it a mixy. Hope it's anything like the same colour. Yeah, perfect. Here's one reliable thing about gouache. Oh, not quite perfect. A tiny bit too bright. We'll see if you can see where I changed from one type of green to the next. We'll soon see. A lesson to everyone to try and mix up as much of the right colour as you can. But I don't like overusing it, you know. Ultimately, it's acrylic is plastic based and comes in plastic tubes. I don't like plastic. So I prefer not to overuse it, you know. Ooh. Yummy mountain. Nice. I will say about painting, it is so nice to, like drawing is really lovely too, but there's something so nice about a paintbrush gliding over a page. It's just a bit different. Little details here. I know it's looking real rough and ready until it gets its black outline. But that's one of the fun things because it means I don't have to do too many details really. Just an approximation. I think a lot of my friends, my artist friends, might go over it with a big thick pen. And I might have permanent marker. But because of the nature of the gouache, because it's plastic based, it means that the pen won't glide very nicely, I personally don't think, over it. It'll keep stopping. Now, a lot of my friends would use Posca, but mine is a kind of paint marker. But mine isn't thick enough. Mine isn't big enough for that. I don't know if you can get small ones. I think you can, but also every time you buy a pen, you're buying another plastic case that's going to get used up and wasted eventually. So I've got to get my refillables back in the UK, but they're not suitable for this kind of thing. And if anyone's wondering what other things I get up to, then do check out that link, tr.ee/MissKendalJames. Link I've popped at the top. You can find out more about the Kendapacker Club. You can leave me a little tip. You can check out my Etsy shop. You can check out my first art exhibition via my website. My first art exhibition in Japan, sorry. I've got to make sure not to leave any white bits here. I see a little bit by the chick that could easily get missed. Oh, this goes all the way down, I forgot. We decided not to have a landline. Use the smaller brush for a second to do just in between this little chickie. Okay, looks like the bulk of it is coming up to being said to be done, which is good. Cheeky. Lamb belly, little leggy. Doesn't matter if it's not someone's idea of perfect. That's not why I make. Gonna go in with the thick one. See if I can restore some balance in and around a little bit. Too much water. I can get rid of some kind of superficial looking brush strokes if I use this bigger one right now. The edge doesn't matter, I'll be trimming this down to perfect it for my friend. Let's see, in here. Okay, and the sunflower is going to be darker, so I'm going to add a little bit more of just the dark green to the to what I've got left here. Maybe find myself an even smaller paintbrush. See what I can get in a second. And then I think it's going to start coming together surprisingly quickly. I hope, I think. Oops, sorry. Knocked the camera a little bit. Okay, there we go. If you're wondering about starting your own Miffy painting, I recommend just doing a little Miffy, just one little character. I remind you again, here's my first one I made like 7 years ago. But yeah, don't stress too much. Let me think here. Tinier paintbrush? Maybe this one. Okay, I'm going to use just the dark green. Am I? No, I'm going to wait a minute I think I need to do the whiteness of the fence first. Whiteness of Miffy on the fence. Let's have a look again. We've got yellow here. Yellow, black, red. Okay, I think I do the bright colours, then the white, then I add the green. Let's have a look. I've got 2 little pots of water next to me, so I can keep one perfect. So when I do the white, get another piece of kitchen roll for wiping my brush. Here's what it looked like over here. Ta-da! Let's see. Should we get a yellow? And I'll clean the water again after. Miffy's coming to town. Miffy, Miffy coming to town. I need a yellowy orange. Orange clothes. I think Miffy could have different colours if I want her to. And a pocket. Also, that is a blemish. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Sorry, you really don't want Christmas songs right now, do you? Who needs that? Not me. Let's make a version of an orange. Oh, the yellow one is much thicker. I wonder why. Oh, all of the yellows are thicker. I wonder why. Right, 1 second. We need the sunflower. The sunflower is going to be yellow. And then it's going to be kind of orange colour. Okay. Maybe I'm going to use just this one, I think, for the sunflower. I wonder if this is a bit too thick. I'm not sure. But I can go right over the sunflower face, because the sunflower face is just going to be brown. Right, this is going to need a second layer on this one. So I'm using the shape of the paintbrush to just mark the shape of the sunflower. So I'm moving my paintbrush around like a clock. Don't get any ideas that I've got some special formal training to do any of this. Art, in my opinion, is about working it out as you go. Yeah, that needs to be much, much thicker. What about yellow? Bright yellow. Have I got enough for this house? Oh, yellow's just the best. I love you, yellow. Do 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 do. had enough. Have I been able to bring my income back to the standard, or is Hago closing still hitting you hard? Hago closing is not hitting me hard. And no, I haven't been able to bring my income back because I'm 3 jobs down. Well, no, I'm 2 jobs down. I had 2. So I've got my art, which is great, and I sold lots of that, which is really great. But of course, that's just a one-time kind of thing. But I stopped doing a teaching job where I was doing art and teaching art and sustainable development goals and Hago. So my 4 jobs are being an artist, being an instructor, an English teacher. That one getting me the most money. Being an artist and Hago and the other freelance work. And those would get me, that was being an instructor was the highest, Hago was the next highest, an artist was, not an artist, sorry, being an artist and doing the other thing was on par with each other. So I lost my second highest income source and another one, but that's fine, this is freelance life. That's why I've always got my instructor job. The only problem was that, of course, I booked my trip to the UK thinking I still had things like Hago. However, to be honest, Hago cost me a fortune, so it cost me as much as it made me, to be honest. But, you know, that was good for tax reasons and things. It was great to be able to enrich my life for tax purposes. If that makes sense. Let me know if it doesn't. I'll try and say it in a different way. But I'm always happy to talk about things that other people don't want to talk about. Money's a bit of a taboo subject for a lot of people, but everyone needs it in some way, really. Oh, thanks. YouTube sends you notifications. Thanks for letting me know. Trying to get this sunflower outline. I should have erased a little bit more. But that's fine, I'll just do another layer in a minute. I need one more layer up on this sunflower. We'll keep going though, persevere. A little orange t-shirt. Oh, maybe yellow because it's Miffy. I think I might do more yellow for this t-shirt, but it's not Miffy's friend, it's Miffy, so she can be yellow too. Just put a little bit more yellow here. For some reason the yellow is really thick, so add a bit more water, but then it becomes translucent. You can actually add, for example, some of this whiteness that makes the acrylic more opaque. Let's see if I can neatly give Miffy some clothes. With a medium large brush. the white helped out quite a bit actually. Even the tiniest bit of white heightens the opacity of the increases the opacity of the paint, so that makes it less translucent. Let's paint some chickies, huh? There we go, just going to let that dry. Let that dry. Use the shape of the brush to help me get the right outline there. This is a girl. This is a girl chicken. These are little chicklings. Yeah, I'll see if I can paint these guys in. They might need 2 layers too. This little lamb is so cute. It looks like a little puppy. So I teach children of all kinds of ages as an instructor here in Japan, and adults as well, all kinds of ages, everybody. But when I teach some little kids, there's some little kinders that I teach, and they're so cute. She's only 2, he's 4, I think. They are so cute. But there's this page that we look at, and I say, what can you see? And there's so many little kids having food at this little party. It's a party theme. But there's one little thing, because they're inside the house, and the people having the party are inside the house, and outside there's a squirrel in a tree with a nut. But more importantly, there's a dog outside the window, but the dog looks sad and it's raining. So someone just put the dog outside, and every time I open up the page, the little kids, they go, doggy, poor doggy. It's so cute. So cute. Oh, this is going to take the full 2 hours, isn't it? Sorry. Going to take the full 2. Mental health therapists use art to help them. Lovely. In regards to the income thing, I am lucky I've got that GoFundMe. That was my friend's idea. It was just wonderful. My friend's idea to set up a GoFundMe. I was really embarrassed at first and didn't want to do it, but then I was like, you know what? Stop being proud. I mean, I do my best to help others all the time, and if others want to help me, then let them. And so I'm only about £350 away from my target, which will cover my flights to the UK and a couple of train fares to the airport. So I'm really happy with that. I'm really grateful to everyone that's popped a little bit of money in the GoFundMe. You can find a link in my Buy Me a Coffee. You can find a link in my linktr.ee/MissKendalJames link that's just here on my live stream. Just going to do brown in a couple of places. Got a different brush. Ooh, it's a good thing everything's drying nice and quickly. This acrylic stuff, this gouache, does dry quickly anyway, but the heat everywhere is helping it too. Okay, a little brown. over here, a basket of eggs. So thank you, everybody. And my Kenda packers are helping me, and my other tippers really helping. So thank you. Especially actually those that are doing it in British money, that's really helping, because exchange rate is awful for me right now. It hurts if I think about it too much. So don't think about it. If it hurts, don't think about it. Oh, this square brush is quite nice. It's allowing some good edges. Are you excited to see the black go on after? I think it's going to look quite cute after. Already looking quite cute, dare I say it. The inside of the sunflower. To be brown too. Cute. Almost there. Some little bits of red, a little bit of black, and then the white and the black outline. Erase a little here and there. But the block colour of this gouache is very nice for it, suits it just right. It's going to get a bit difficult after. I wonder how I'll be able to create the black outline without making a mess of it, because I've got a gimbal in front of me. The gimbal being my stabilizing device, but it does stop me doing things quite as accurately as I'd like to. So when I did some of my oil paintings, I did some of them off screen because I thought I might like them to be a bit more accurate. Okay, let's see what I can do to get up here. I don't know. Keep calm. Carry on. Keep calm. That's annoying. Ugh. Not very impressed with that a little bit. Let me see. Oh, very annoying. That's very, 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 very annoying. Doing my very best not to say very angry words right now. And then I'll just have to be patient and wait for it to dry and go over it in a minute. Okay, activating patience. Resisting extreme anger. Ugh, but feeling extreme anger, to be fair. Oh my gosh, look, this is what happens if you get cheap ones. This is a cheap paintbrush. Ugh. Some of these are cheap, some of them are expensive. Okay, let's do little roostery bits. What are the top parts of the cockerel head? What are they called? I don't know. The wibble wobbles. Okay, that's working out nicely. A little bit under here. Okay, and then we need... Do we need white or do I just leave the white? Oh, just going for a little yawn in the background. Should I paint white or leave it white? I can always erase the little gaps, but I don't know. Leave it white? Let me see what I did before. Oh, I can't really see. Can't really see on my other Miffy. I will leave it white, I tentatively say. I think I might leave it white. Yeah, I'm going to leave it white and I'll erase the little bits after. So where I want it to be white, I'm going to leave it because that is going to save paint, which is better for the environment. It's going to save time and it's going to save energy. My own energy. It's raining in that way they say. It's raining cats and dogs. Sunflower coming in a little bit darker. Oh, you can see me, you can hear me concentrating, I think, when I'm not making a sound when I do these little details. Okay, I think everything left is going to be white apart from this black inside here and a little bit of something. I could choose any colour I like for this bit, but it's yellow in the picture, but I might go for a different colour. Just here. What size paper am I painting on? Very big. Very big, if I give you a little hint. Very big, much bigger than normal. A3, but it's off size. It's some kind of Japanese size. I think it's going to be like, I don't know, 10 by 12 inches or something. I don't know how they measure it, but big, it's a big piece is the best answer. Yeah, it's not tiny and zoomed in. Yeah, that's why it's taken a bit longer. Okay, we get to bring the black out. Wait, I need to just do a little tiny bit of different colour. Just here. That's not a Miffy colour actually. So it might look a bit strange. Okay, and that mistake I've made is dry enough now. Let's fix my mistake. What an annoying mistake over there. Particularly so, you know. Making more mistakes now. The moral of the story, take breaks. If you don't take breaks, you will make mistakes, and that is the moral of the story. Okay, I'm gonna dry these off. It's gonna be a little hard to outline. I've got a bit of an idea. If I could do it with you guys here. Some bits are still wet. Actually, I think I'm not happy with that color over there. I'm just gonna quickly make that yellow, I think, bright yellow. I think it looks a little bit strange being a kind of peach color. Okay, maybe just brighten up these little chickies. Miffy's so cute holding that little chickie. So cute. And this little one. Excellent. Now, I think I got an idea for my outline. May involve different brushes. Okay, I'm just going to use black next, but I think I still will use a fresh set of paint water, because it's just nicer. And I'm gonna go, that needs to soak, I think. I don't know. Excuse me. Oh, hit you guys big time. Shows you how small my house is. I must say, from the other side of the room, it looks freaking adorable. Like, shockingly cute. Shockingly cute. Now, my next idea is put you guys up super high. And get this down super low. So I can get a little bit of a higher accuracy on the next stage. Let's have a look. Yeah, it might be a bit of a shadow, but I think this is better for me. This is it looking all the way down. And I need some tiny little brushes. Try not to literally stick my finger in it. Okay. It's scary. The next part's scary. So I want to use thick outlines for the main things and then thinner for the other things. Basically everything's thin apart from the mountain. The underside of the fence, maybe? And I'm going to use the very cheap acrylic brushes. I think their bristles are better for this. Let's do this. I need these bits to dry, so I'm going to let them continue doing their thing. Use a thicker brush over here. I'm going to hope for the best. I can lean on this bit here, I think. I want some kind of consistency. So I'm using the side of the square, a little tiny square brush. If you have a Posca pen, that's probably a good idea, but I don't. Posca paint marker. You need a lot of water to get it to glide. And it's a handmade thing, so it's never going to look perfect. Well, it is if I spent a super long time, but I don't have the time to do that. Okay. That looks all right. It's going to come together quite nicely. You all heard this clambering around I just did. Maybe you're all awake now. If I think I can put my hand on it, then I will. Just like me in the big wide world. As in, if I think it's dry enough, I'll not worry too much about resting my hand on it. Little Miffy's on the side over there. Very, very carefully though. Whoa. It's a bit scary. And I want to do the underside of the fence only in the same way. I'm going to do the underside of the house in it too. The little chicky house. You can give a sense of perspective and depth if you are strategic about where you put your unders and overs. Where you put your thicker lines. It's only a tiny move, but it makes a big difference, I think. This will look much better, just all sped up, wouldn't it? So no one had to wait so long. Oops. Almost going to see my face in it then. I see my nose. Okay, is that the final thick line? Yeah, I think everything else might be a thin line. Oh, maybe roof of the house. Ah, I know. Try not to go over anything. Yeah, it's going to be the death of this picture if I'm not careful. Put my hand on it. Okay, there's black on my hand now. I have to get extra careful. It's one way to cover up my mistake earlier. Okay. I think that's right. It's going to be the death of the picture. Okay. Now a smaller one, I think. Whew, it's a little bit tiring, surprisingly. So I've got to do the bits that aren't, I'm not going to literally stick my finger in because that's going to be a bit of a problem if I do that. So let's see if I can do little Lammy first. Okay, using a slightly thinner brush, but it's still square-headed. I'm going to try and utilize the square head, but I don't know. I'm doing this for the first time, so we'll see. Okay, looks successful so far. Okay, one cute lamb coming out. Oh, coming out. Did you ever get? Did I ever paint for hours and my hand got tired? My hand doesn't tend to get tired because you don't really have to hold a paintbrush very tightly. If you draw for hours, you will find that. So painting is just healthier, I think, for that reason. But I don't have a proper chair. I'm literally just using a really pretty primitive dining table chair. So the thing that gets tired is my neck, back and shoulders. And they get tired and painful. So you have to manage your painting life with things like yoga. Lammy's coming out nicely. Gonna leave it being round in the corner. So cute, huh? So cute. Gosh, I don't know if I can do the chicks and things in such a tiny detail. Trying not to hold my breath as I do these bits, but kind of can't help it. Whew. If this wasn't a present, if this was a paid for commission, I expect it would take me double the time and have a lot more precision about it. A lot more. But it's not, and I can't invest that kind of time into gifts, not in the same way. Looking pretty smart over there. Oh, this is dangerous. Leaning on it a bit more now. Okay, looking good, I think. It's like I need something even thinner for the animals, I think. It's so awesome. Thanks, wakey wakey. Do you mean awesome? Awesome. Leaning on the back so I don't push it too much here. The last thing I want is a big old stroke of this black going right the way through it. Sorry, I'm a bit quiet now, aren't I? It's my concentration face. Going well over my expected time. Well, 10 minutes over so far. I wonder if you guys are seeing how much easier this would be on a computer. And how much straighter it would be. Ooh. This one, at the pressure I'm doing it, is coming out just as thick as the one before. A bit annoying. Oh well. Oh, I've got to put my black. 1 second. I made a mistake. I'm wondering if I've taught people that an artist can make something in hardly any time, but it is tiring. It is annoying a little bit. I probably should have allocated myself breaks really, but I thought it would be quicker. I've made a little mistake, a couple of mistakes. Put my finger, well, I've got paint all over me here, so it's picking bits up here and there. Okay, next up, chickadees. Let's see if I can make these neat, shall we? And try and use a much lighter touch. I've got lots of water in here to try and make it thinner. No, not going to work. That's not going to work. Let's try with this one. Okay. Wow. Ah, it's okay. Phew. That was the scary bit. I think it looks cute though. It was finished. My second teenager is graduating from 8th grade tomorrow. Wonderful. Congratulations. I'm proud of her too. I use a little blow dryer real quick to dry my acrylic painting as I go along. That's probably different from being on the fly for a video. Yeah, and also, I don't know if you've noticed, but everything is drying in minutes. In minutes, like as in a couple, not even 5 or 6 really. Everything's drying very, very fast, so I don't need to. As I said at the beginning of the video, it's very hot, humid here. So I'm good. Thanks though. You notice I'm painting areas in accordance with where my hand will be. I just made some tiny errors of judgment, and that's fine. I'm a human. Hands up if you've never made an error of judgment. But I'm not going to see any hands go up. What kind of things do you like to acrylic paint? Let me know. When I would teach acrylic painting with in a pub, do this paint along thing, we had hairdryers because we had lots of different people trying to create things, and in the winter in the UK it could be a little cold and damp in places, so we kind of needed it. I'm using acrylic gouache. So acrylic gouache. It's kind of acrylic slash watercolor, but like it's not really watercolor. It's very acrylic, if you ask me. Thanks. I think it looks so cute too. But I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket. Cutie, 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 cutie alert. Flowers like iris and hydrangea, foxes, birds, red barns. Ooh, I'd love to see some of those if you wanted to send some pictures my way. Right, let's see what I can do up here. Anything good? I don't know. Let's try. Use my little finger to balance. Sorry, you got focused candle mode. I think you guys would rather that than things go wrong. I hope. Whew. What a cute sunflower. Tempted to put a super cute smile in the middle that's nothing like a Miffy one. Look at these leaves in action. Make sure you follow me on Buy Me a Coffee because I'll share the finished piece there. I might even share it with my face. So buymeacoffee.com/MissKendalJames. But you can also check me out on linktr.ee/MissKendalJames to find the links to everything. That particular one is pinned to the top of this chat. focus too much. See, I'm making you wait for Miffy. Not intentional, but I like the impact of Miffy not popping out to the end, actually. So cute. Isn't it cute? Sneaking out of the page like it is. There we go. Some feet. Okay, almost there. Oh my goodness, just Miffy left out of this. Oh my goodness, really is just Miffy left. Oh, I've forgotten Miffy's buttons. Oh well. Can't have everything, Miffy. Oh, I think I might just have 5 or 10 minutes left, thank goodness. I'll start making more noise so you guys know to stick around. I see some people are going, like, it's too much. It's too much. I see, I know. I know it's a lot. It's too much for me. Ta-da. Get the mommies. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Love it. It's difficult though. Okay, just Miffy really. Miffy and a little chickie at the end. So we'll be winding down think I've kept far too much of everybody's time, so sorry about that. But at least you can see how long it takes. Eek. Coming so close, I feel like it's going to get ruined at the last hurdle. I hope not. I hope not. There we go. Little Miffy face is finally coming out. Coming out to play. Here we go. Precious little lamb, right? I hope it's a heritage piece passed down throughout the years. It's nice to have a handmade piece of art for sure. It was really nice too, I think. That's very kind of you to say such a thing, thank you. I hope so. Trying desperately not to make any mistakes at the end, but sorry I've gone a bit quiet because it's all detail, you know? Looks a bit like a little Woodstock from Snoopy. So cute. Little creaks of effort here. And all of you have zipped off, I see. No problem. So 70 left. We had 15 watching throughout, but I think pushing 3 hours is a bit too much for everybody. Understandable. So catch up in the future if you can. Is this straight? I don't know if this is straight. I'm wondering, looking at it now, thinking, is it even straight? The lamb and the chick here. Just so precious. Breathe. Finished. I did it. I can't believe it. I lost so many of you at the end there. Bless you. Sorry. Let's have a little look. Oh my gosh, another post person's here. 1 minute. All right, everybody. I guess I'm going to have to say goodbye. That's like the sound of the bell. But here's my little Miffy piece. I hope you like it. Thank you very much if you've left me anything on Buy Me a Coffee. You guys rock. And look at it. Isn't it so cute? Here's the mess of my desk ready for later. I hope you will join me for the journaling session. And I guess I've got to go and answer my door in a second. But here's the little cutie. All managed. It happened. I hope his little son loves it. His little son loves Miffy. So thank you, everybody. You really were lovely. I appreciate your time and energy being here. I hope I've inspired you, and I look forward to seeing what you've created. Catch you later.